Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
What you say to me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
You know what? I think I'm gonna not even try and do like good evening. Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. I hope y'all are doing okay. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing all right tonight, or this morning, or this afternoon. But it is midnight, so morning, technically. Though it's nighttime. It's technically the morning. Technically, nah, I don't know. That again, I've been debating about this for years. It's technically morning, but it is night. Yeah, I don't know. It is nighttime because the sun is not out here. Yes. Whatever. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/meltdurkridge, where not only you can interact in the chat, you can change how the show goes. Watch unedited, which, like, man, like, I don't know. There ain't much difference. Yeah. I don't know what else. Maybe there's something else, but I didn't really know. Yeah. The after show. That too. Which is just basically this, but more stream, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know. But also I do sometimes stream on Twitch as well. Just other things. But if once the VOD of this is up or gone off of Twitch, that means you can watch all the episodes on YouTube, or listen to them on or watch them on Spotify. We're also on Spotify. You can listen to every single radio show that I've made, or almost every radio show, because getting closer and closer to the end of when I started doing those, or when I did those at college. The one I just did, and the chronic thing that's always been like bugging me, and I know I've talked about it in this show at some point, is that the theme of the episode was flight this past week, just about like mainly air travel, but it's like time is a flat circle. I tell you what. For my graduation, like our speaker for that, our commencement speaker, he was part like in our industry, and he's like, I want to become an airline pilot, and he fucking did. And just like, maybe we like a joke within our group that I think we came up with. I feel like it was like the fall semester of that year was like, we were like live texting and stuff, like messaging in the group chat. Like, man, it'd be very funny if we all became airline pilots. And that, like, future airline pilots was our name for the longest time. And then, but honestly, like, I feel like it's getting easier to become, even if it's like a hobbyist one. It's a lot easier to do it now, or getting easier to do it now, But, it's still an expensive hobby. I mean, you're flying. It's a little bit weird, harder and weirder than a car. It's a bit more to it. Bit more. But it would be fun to learn. But one of the events I do at my job, or one of the events that we have, is like for this basically Minnesota Aviation Hall of Fame group. We do every single year. And earlier this week, unrelated, me and one of my other coworkers who teched it for the past, technically two, but it would be 3 years if we do it again this year. She was like, yeah, now that I'm doing such and such schedule now, we're not going to be able to do that event. And I'm like, you can just say that you can tech that event. No one's going to stop you. And it's going to be like, it would be hilarious if we did it, or did that event like year after year, because it would be consistent for one. But also, it would be hilarious. Like, I don't know, there's got to be like some hilarious gag that we got to do after the third one. I don't know. But I feel like to some degree, like every single time that we do it, it's like, man, the call to become an airline pilot is right there. Like, it's like nagging in the back of my mind. It's like, do I have any reason or purpose to do it? No. It would be fun. It's expensive, but it would be hilarious. But yeah, it's like, son of a bitch, you want me to fly an airplane? And it's like, I don't know if it's like a thing that's God's telling me, yeah, you need to learn how to fly an airplane, but it's like, it's always nagging in the back of my mind. It's like, yeah, you should learn. But it's like, why? Why do I need to learn how to fly an airplane, dude? But it would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway. Trying to think if there was something else I was on. I can't remember. But, yeah. Anything recently? Anything going on? I'm trying to think. Maybe big things soon. I don't know. I still have not yet. I filmed a review for this year's Cabo Citrus, but I still haven't been able to have time to work on it. It's like I filmed it I feel like 2 weeks ago, but I just haven't had the time nor will to really want to work on it. Not that it I'm not going to say it was bad, but I don't know. I just haven't had the solid time to sit down and work on it. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get that done. Because I don't think it's going to be, done in an hour. No, it's going to be easy 3. Maybe 4. I don't know. For a short 8-minute video. Maybe. God. I don't know how long the file is. How big it is. It's probably not going to be that long. But, yeah. Maybe I get that one out. Honestly, and I'll say that, I'd say this in the video too itself, but a lot of the flavors were killed off. A lot of good flavors were kind of subjugated to bad things. Or now oh yeah, you're a Fountain exclusive now. At a store. You're still at the store, but you're not really going anywhere. And there's some other ones that are just gone, period. And it's just kind of that's a very big blow. And then they bring Cabo Citrus, and it's okay, nobody asked for this one in the first place, and you brought it back. I mean, they enhanced the formula, made it better, quote unquote, but you'll have to watch the video when and if it comes out to know my full opinion about it. But Honestly, honestly, you promised me you would never ever find your Vegas. No. Is that it? Honestly, you promised me you never. I don't know what that song is called. I would check the lyrics, but I don't know what it is. Oh man, it's that's gonna annoy me now. I don't know. It's almost Valentine's Day. Couple days from now. Been 3 years. It's been a little over 3 years since me and my girlfriend have been together. I already got something, her gift done. I didn't get anything like too big. And she was like, "Oh, don't go too extreme on." It's like, yeah, no, it's like, no offense, like, I'm not gonna do anything over like 50. I think 50. Like, I didn't get chocolate because the best time to get chocolate is after. And that's real good. So it's gonna suck next year too, because the Super Bowl, allegedly, it's like they can plan this shit out or something, maybe not do it on the certain day, but the Super Bowl lands on Valentine's Day. I feel like that could have been done better. I don't know, but maybe, just maybe, that might be the Allen push. Let's get Joshy that fucking ring, bruh. Let's get that fucking, like, man, the narrative for this past Super Bowl sucked. In this last week, it sucked. The only thing good about it, and I'm kind of getting side tangent with what I wanted to talk about with the whatever thing, but you know what? I might put that on. No, because it just happened this week. Like, the Super Bowl itself, the game itself was boring as hell. I think I can speak for pretty much everyone. It was boring as hell. Like, good defensive game. Like, but when the commentators were just saying the most sus phrases with the players, and like, what was it? And then, like, in the beginning of the third quarter, like, yeah, the Patriots haven't made it past the 4-3 yard line, or into enemy territory, to get a touchdown. They haven't passed the 43 yard line the entire game up to that point. And I think they did eventually get a touchdown, but like, too little too late, basically. And Seahawks just played better. I'll say what about the Seahawks and the Patriots. Like, yeah, they've had good teams, and I think Patriots more rely, and I can't really speak to much of it. They've relied on a good coaching staff. They just have a good coaching staff, and the Seahawks just have a very solid combo of both. I'm not a huge football guy, but they're good teams. Were they worthy to watch a Super Bowl over? No. And I think even the NFL's narrative was definitely someone else's, a different team. Let's just say it was the Bills. Let's just say, in this instance, it was 100% the Bills. Like, and especially after fucking the Chiefs. Like, nobody wanted the Chiefs. Like, everybody and their mother, except for Chiefs fans, wanted the Chiefs out. Because, like, it was getting stale. We get it. It's like, we get it. You have fucking Mahomes and Kelsey. We get it. And then they just kept getting just the shit kicked out of them. And also too with Kelsey, like, not to say anything bad about the guy, but it's like you're getting up in age. You're not really focusing on football. You're doing other content. You're doing other things like with in your life, like with like the media stuff and with Taylor and all that. He's not on his peak game anymore. He's just not. Like, it's like with when Ronda Rousey, like, I think the best example that I can think of is when Ronda Rousey was in her prime. She was unstoppable. But when she started going on the media route, like she was doing like going on to talk shows and, appearing in different places, she wasn't able to train as hard as she should have. And then she got her ass whooped. And then I feel like there was a bit of a decline. And not to say that Ronda Rousey lost her edge. I don't think she did. But like, then she's not really in the MMA, in the MMA scene or that fighting scene anymore. Then she went to the WWE for a while, like basically a year after that loss. It's like, I don't know. It's that kind of fall. It happens when you get older and this and that, but it's like when it's like something that's preventable like that. But yeah, I think like in terms of like in the football realm, I think the ones that kind of really deserve, and especially with what's the narrative, because like there was no fucking narrative here. In the Super Bowl, there was no narrative. Just, we've been here before. We've done this one. Now we have Sam Darnold, which, like, that's the only narrative I can really think of is Sam Darnold, who used to play for the Vikings, which, like, it's the staff. It's, like, the Vikings, we have good players. We have great players. They're just not getting used right. Like, even this year, we have good players. They're just not being utilized the right way. I feel like it was like kind of similar when I was in wrestling. Like, I had good coaches. They just didn't know the way that I used to wrestle. And I wasn't like the major thing when I was in was doing like, you put a lot of weight on the head and do half Nelsons, that's not, like, that's good against some people, but the way that they wanted it to do is like you had to be strong and to do that. And I wasn't, like, that wasn't my style. I was a leg rider. And now, like, the last time I went to one of my, my high school's meets, something very interesting has changed. Almost everyone was leg riding. Interesting. I feel like I was a progenitor. Honestly. Because, like, I was the guy. Like, another side tangent, but it's like, I like the thing that leg riding does when you're on top, it's kind of a stall, but it's not a stall, but it's to set up other moves. But if you're doing it good and you're able to, like, it's good against getting opponent tired and weary, and even like good people, like good ones. If you know how to get a good leg ride, and your opponent is dangerous on top, or every other position except for on bottom, even on bottom to some degree. But like, if you know how to ride, you can tire them out and you can win easy. And I was even when I was on the bottom, unstoppable. I mean, to some degree, when I was in high school, I almost never got pinned. And like the rare few times that I did, it's like, well, what could I do? I think, except for one tournament, which like, that was the start of the end. But except for that, I think I only realistically got pinned like once or twice in my high school career. And I went up against like state champions almost every week. Almost. Or especially when I was doing the varsity ones. Like, state champion competitors. Like, fucking killers. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, again, going to like the football thing, it's like, was I on? What the fuck was I saying? But like, no, with the Vikings, it's like, we have good players. But I just don't feel like the coaching is utilizing the best. And it's not, and not even to say the coaches are bad either. But it's just they're not utilizing the players the way that they should. I don't know. Or they don't understand their players. And they're making stupid decisions, or the management's making stupid decisions and trading people off when they shouldn't. And it's not allowing them to have time to adapt and be able to get a good roster up. I don't know. Like, and again, I am probably the worst guy to ask when it comes to football, but still, like, even I can analyze that that's what's happening. Or it's just the feeling that I get from the team. It's like it's not like, oh, a curse or whatever. No, it's a misunderstanding between how the staff recognizes the team and how they utilize them. But yeah. Yeah, I don't want, because I feel like it's a little too early to go into that, and I already kind of was talking about like Valentine's Day and stuff like that, but I have more time for that after, and I think I will talk about that after. The Super Bowl. Let's get back to the Super Bowl. So, it was just so whatever. I think some of the best part, like, had it been, if I would have listened and known his works, I feel like the Bad Bunny halftime show was good. I was kind of half paying attention just because, like, but it was good. But I just don't know his catalog that well. But I feel like, I mean, the sad thing about the halftime show, and there was two, and the other one was like, the All-American one was Kid Rock. It's like, of course Kid Rock is going to do what Kid Rock does, and of course it was pre-recorded, not live. Whereas the actual halftime show was live. I don't know. But it's also like, no offense to Kid Rock, but what has he done in the last 20 years to music? What significant music has he made in the last 20 years? Like, I don't know. Honestly. Like, he is definitely one of those acts, and I don't mean to say this in a mean way, but like, and not even to get political. I'm not trying to get political here. No. Far from it. But what I'm trying to say is, like, what has he done in the music industry in the past 20 years? Like, probably, what was it that, I don't even know if it was him, but it was, like that Sweet Home Alabama, fucking, and we were trying different things, and we were, and that was like, and we were smoking funny things, bringing love outside late to our favorites. I don't even know if that's him. I don't even want to check if that's him. Because also copyright. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to check. But it's like, what has he really done in the past 20 years? And also some of the works from early on. Like, there was one song that was in Osmosis Jones that was like from Kid Rock, and it's about like preferring young girls. It's like, man, a cigarette rests between, even though it's not even his, a cigarette rests between her lips, and I'm staring at their hips. It's the wrong way. I don't even know if that's the right line from that's a Sublime song. But like, man. But like the past couple years with music artists, I think Kendrick did a good job. Kendrick did a good show. It's hard to get acts that are one, active in the music industry, two, capable of pulling, like, able to put a show on like that have a catalog to put on a show like that are have that sort of people know them. Three, fuck. So one, alive. Two, are relevant in the music industry. You know, they are active. They've released something within the past 5 years that, you know, people know about. But also have like banger hits, have a legacy, which is also part of it, which, you know, part of one with the live, but like also capable of putting on the show. That's one thing too. And what else? I feel like there's a fifth thing that I can kind of squeeze in, but it's like that it's not like super controversial and can put on a good show. Super controversial, not super controversial, and can put on a good show. That's like kind of that's 5 total in a way. But I think the only one that's like older that's like, oh, let's get Def Leppard. No, you can't. They don't really no. Oh, let's get the Rolling Stones. Yeah, they're about to be Rolling Stones. Like, brother, they've been around for the fucking longest time. I don't think they want to. Oh, like, and also too, the main complaint is like, oh, Bad Bunny's not from America. Technically, yes. Also, or from the United States. Technically, yes. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. So is Guam. You know what else was a U.S. territory? Hawaii was a U.S. territory until World War II. I think Alaska was also U.S. territory, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I also tried to claim it from Russia. Like there, like when I was in early elementary school, there was like huge debates about like, oh, what if we added Puerto Rico into the U.S. or even Guam to be like the 51st and 52nd states. Like that was a thing for like a not real but real like talk for like years, you know? So in like he is, although his main music and language is not technically English, he's technically from America, from the United States, you know? But it's like, and some of the other acts like Cole, like they have for the Super Bowl, Coldplay. They're from like England. Rihanna's technically not born in the U.S. Trying to think of some other places. Snoop, maybe. I think is Snoop from Jamaica? I don't know. But like a lot of the ones that have been performed in the past years are not technically American, or not American. In the past, 10, 15 years. You also have Canadian acts. Because isn't Maroon 5 Canadian? I don't know. Whatever. But it's like, I digress. It's like, why are we getting this technical? I mean, with the current times, it's being divided. It's like, we're here for music. And honestly, it was good music. It's a shame that I just don't know his stuff. But it's also like, Like, Kendra did a good show. I think the one that could have done it, the one that did it the best in the past 5 years, past, like, let's say 10, the one that did the best in the past 10 years, and sadly, I feel like it's kind of nerfed. The best one that did it was The Weeknd. Like, honestly, The Weeknd did an amazing show. And I think because what kind of held it back was that it was during COVID, and like you couldn't really do a whole lot with it because COVID, with like people in it. But what he did in that show was pretty damn, like, he displayed all of his hits, like a lot of hits, but he also made it visually and represented him, represented Abel as an artist, but it also represented his music. And like, people like, oh, everyone knows this song, everyone knows that song. Here's a song that's new, but like, you know it because it's on the radio right fucking now. Like, you can't say that for a lot of bands. And the only band I think that has that like legacy that's been around for generations that can do it now is like Metallica. Because they just went on tour. Like, I think they just got off tour or something like that. I don't know. Or whatever. And they released an album last year. Like, that's probably the only one I can think of. And again, I don't even know if they would even want to be doing the Super Bowl. They probably could. But who's to say if they want to? Yeah. Anyways. It's not like I'm trying to get political with it, but it's like, the show was fine. The show was fine itself. The ads, some of them were good. I mean, but, you know, there were 2 confirmed AI ones. Confirmed. Absolutely AI. But the other ones are just like, there's some good ones, but other ones are just like, yeah. I think one of my favorites, I mean, like emotional ones, I think there was like a Lay's one where like a father was handing the farm down to his daughter, and he's like, oh, let's go back one more time and whatever with the keys, and it showed images like that. Like, that was a good one. But I feel like a lot of the ones too, and I don't mean to get cut into Magic Time, but a lot of the ones too that were shown on there have already been shown outside of the bowl beforehand. Like, the Instacart one was already shown. Sabrina was the Lay's Sabrina with a potato chip man. Like, that was already shown. I'm trying to think of there was a bunch of ones that were like whatever, and then a bunch of like shit-eating grin ones. The I Want It That Way for Coinbase. I'm like, while that was going on, the karaoke whatever one, that ad, I'm just like, this is definitely for like some crypto or AI thing. I just know it. And would you believe it? For Coinbase. But also too, like, a lot of gambling and AI, like pro AI stuff. It's like, guys, no. The thing that pissed me off, and I could get it, the thing I hate, and this has nothing to do with my job because I work at a casino, but like, or anything like, oh, the thing that needs to stop now, in my honest opinion, and I don't reflect that to any of my whatever, we need to be real strict on online gambling, because it's getting to be a really, really, really bad thing. Especially like Kalshi. Kalshi's fucking awful. I think that's the epitome of it. I mean, yeah, you have like DraftKings and other stuff like that. That you can regulate. I don't like it with the professional sports that they're able to do that, and they're promoting it. That means they can cheat games even more obviously. But like shit with Kalshi, it's like, okay, now you're just betting on random events that happen in real life and you can skew it yourself. Okay. What? It's like you're making a side bet online. Yeah, that's totally not, but good. Dude. But even so, like with those online ones, it's like, the fact that it's sponsoring this said sport, I don't know. And the sports league is professional sports league is promoting this gambling app. I don't know if I trust this. That's my honest opinion. But this is really the world we live in right now. It really is. Anyways, let's go to pack opening. Let's open some freaking packs, man. We got 3 packs of Lorwyn Eclipse. And brother, I want something good out of these. And these look a little non-saturated, but like I don't care, honestly. Let's get these packs open, bruh. I gotta show something cool that I got because I wanted to get some stuff. Because like, you know me. If you know me, I build a shit ton of decks, and I like to protect my decks. I like to keep my decks nice and hard. I mean, it's protected. Anyways, I've been working. I just got like a couple things. I went to the store earlier today, and or yesterday technically, and got some like things. What the fuck? No. Oh, art card? Or secret guess on the back. I don't know what the hell this is. What the fuck? Huh? Okay, I'm looking at that one last. That's weird. Okay, first pack. Stoic Rogue Guide. Bossum Blind. Actually, let me just freaking get to commons. Sizzling Changeling. Sizzling. When the fajitas come out sizzling. Glister Baron. Skimmer Creep. Omni Changeling. That's fucked up. Spry and Mighty. Sorcery. 4 and a green. Choose 2 creatures you control. You draw X cards where X is the chosen creature's X cards, and the chosen creature get +X and gain trample till end of turn, where X is the difference between powers. So that's pretty fun. Foil Crossroad Watchers, and then a full art planes. Cool. But I got a deck box that I think y'all will really like. If you're watching it, you'll love it. It's so cool. Appeal to Iridu, or Pack 2. I'm going to get to some of the... Yeah, let's get to that. Okay. We're at the uncommons. Morkant's Eyes. Sting Slinger. Creekwood Safe Right. Swat Away. Ooh, and Sunderfolk. That's a pretty good card. That's like I think currently this is like $8. It's 7 and 2 blue. But it's a 5/5 elemental. But this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest mana among elementals you control. So this is good for the elemental precon. And when this creature enters, if you cast it, return all non-elemental creatures to their owner's hands. So it's pretty good. It's basically a board wipe in blue for elementals. That's nuts. And then for the foil, we got a Biovile Bogart. Interesting. And then a full art Forest Elk token. I think before we get to this last one, which I don't know why it doesn't have an art card or nothing. It might be an art card, but I don't trust that. I gotta show it. I gotta show you guys this. What's up? So look at this. Look at this deck box. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. It's the card Chronicle of Victory, where it's showing the Firek or the inhabitants of Lorwyn fighting against the Phyrexians and, the war or whatever. And I saw this at the store and I'm like, I need this. It's a tooled tech box, so it's got 2 decks. I'm usually not an old this is not I'm usually game genic when it comes to like my boxes and stuff like that. But this is an ultimate card and I just had to get it. It looks so good. It's 2 decks and you got like a token thing in the middle. And oh man, it's so good. I love it. I gotta get it. Okay. So last pack. Maybe something good out of this. I'm gonna go through the whole thing. Fuck it. Why not? Appeal to Iridu. Chaos Spewer. Unexpected Assistance. Wildvine Pummeler. Enraged Flamecaster. Blight Rot. Runaway Together. I think this one, I watched the art, the artist paint this one. It looks really, it doesn't, I don't think the card does it justice. But I also don't think, I don't like this one as much as I do the one that I have in the back here. But close second. But the other one is basically Frankenstein's basically a Frankenstein-esque monster running away with a girl. So it's like, yeah, I like that. This one a little more than that. We got Eclipsed Elf. Seer. Ooh, Eclipse Bogart in the alt art. We got the Butthole. We got a Rhyme Fire Torque. It's a 1 and a blue artifact that enters, choose a creature type, and whenever a permanent you control of the chosen creature type, put a charge counter on it, and you can remove 3 counters from this artifact. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it. You may choose new targets for the spell. And another rare. We got a Bristlebane Battler. Say that 5 times fast. It's a 1 and a green for a 6/6 Kithkin Soldier. It's got Trample and Ward 2. This creature enters with 5 -1/-1 counters, and when another creature you control enters, while this creature has a -1/-1 counter, remove a -1/-1 counter from this. So it gets bigger the more creatures you play. And in Kithkin, it wants you to play a lot in one time. Foil Glamourmite. Oh, foil planes. Hell yeah. Oh, and then we got the flip. Okay, that's what this is. This is basically, I understand. It's a flip one for ones within the set. That makes sense why I got that. Okay, because there are definitely flip cards in this. I forgot about that. I literally have not, I don't think I've seen one of those the entire time I've been opening these. That's crazy. All right. But let's get back. Yeah, I don't think that the art from the Runaway Together from this set is as good as this one, as that art. It just isn't. The otter and the frog, it just isn't. And that's a fact. Gosh. Give me a second. Okay. Woo. That's good. Well, it's gotten a lot warmer recently, and that's good. Last week, obviously it was highest I think was maybe 10 degrees. Maybe it got warmer. I don't know when it did. But it's definitely got a lot warmer. And hell yeah, brother. Apparently next week it's supposed to be in the 50s, which is insane. I think obviously there's probably going to be a dip again, but it's not going to get to the negative highs, which is good. But if as long as it stays within the, doesn't dip too low, below the teens, single digits, it's fine. But for lows, for Lowe's. But I think it'll be all right. Yeah. I think there will be some like thing in March where it's going to be like cold, like colder, where we get some precipitation, but who knows? We'll see. But it is what it is. Oh yeah. Let me actually get into the topic that I was talking about before I got into a weird tangent about Super Bowl and football and all that. Because next Valentine's Day is the Super Bowl, which poor planning. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I think what me and my girlfriend are gonna do probably yet again, third year in a row, we're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse. Pray that we get the same freaking server that we did the first time, because that was the first time we went was when the Topher meme was popping off, like, "Hi, my name's Topher, and y'all already know who I am." And our server pulled that shit off, and it was hilarious. Not the accent, but no, his like name tag was not that. Like, his name was not that, but he had it as Topher. Just like kind of like a, huh? What the hell? But yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of what else is. Yeah. See, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I could do a little more in terms of the stuff that I got, but I feel like I'm doing fine. I'm not too worried about myself. I feel like I'm doing good in that sense. I'm thinking I'm not to the point where I'm getting lazy with it, but I'm just like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not going to be subtle. Do like small things, like not like small things in a way like, oh, here's a little treat. No. I think when I first started, well, even when I first dated someone, when I was with my ex, I feel even a little before that, and I kind of did the same thing with my girlfriend too now, is I used to like give her treats, food, things on the side, not to like butter up, but also it's like, here's some food that I like stole or this or that, bit of a parallel, but it's like, I don't know. It's like not doing. It was like some very small things, like kind of. It's like something that you would do for a friend or something like that. But I don't know. I don't do it. I don't like doing it anymore, just because like it took being clever, but also it's like, you already know that I like you. What the fuck? Why would I just do this shit? Like, why am I'm not gonna be subtle about it. Fuck you mean? Like, hey, you want to go to fucking Taco Bell? Yeah. Hey, you want to go work out? Yeah. God, I am not gonna. I'm kind of like, one of the episodes for the radio show, it did talk about girls I had interest in, and I'm not gonna. I have to plan on what I want to replace that one with, because like, not to say that like the episode itself, like, oh, I said their names. No, I just don't want to do that episode. But I want something that still keeps the same thoughts that I had from that episode in mind. I'll probably just do like a 10, maybe 20-minute talk about it, just like off the cuff, edit it down a little bit, be shorter, but still have the music that I have from that episode. Cause yeah, I think, and it isn't until like a while to that one drops, because I think it happened right after spring break. I got back from spring break, and the reason I made that episode, I had a weird, just like panic dream. Like wake up in the middle of the night, not like screaming or anything, but like I got to rectify something. And I didn't, and if I'm being honest, I really haven't done what I should have done. And I feel shitty for it, but like also at the same time, whatever, move on. Life moves on. I've grown from that. I've grown to accept what had happened. And it's anything with my ex or anything like that. No. But like, things I've done in the past that if I was bolder and would have done something about something and knew things, maybe I could have done something. I don't know. But actually, that's mainly one case. It's mainly one case, but it's like also that if you know what I'm talking about and you know the episode, you'll know the episode. You know kind of what I'm talking about. I'm not going to, that's all you're getting with that. I don't want to go over it again. It sucked. Am I completely over it? Probably no. Should I have gone to therapy for it? Maybe. Should have resolved that issue? Probably. Whatever. But no, I love where I'm at. I love my girlfriend. Like, ain't no fucking, like, I know how to pick them. I really do. And I feel so loved, and it's like shit. Like, I don't know what to say. And I was getting her gifts too, and I was like, oh, I should get a card. And I thought about it. And I'm like, I could, but I just would take so fucking long to write the right words. I've never been the kind of guy, like I'm a terrible writer. But putting the pen to paper and then reading it out loud, it's never been my forte. Just never has been. Like, I can pick the words that I want to say a lot better than I can writing them down. And even, saying it, it's like sometimes I'm just like, maybe that didn't come across right. Or I need to think about it, I'm just not that quick-witted. I'm not as quick-witted sometimes, when it comes to that. But like, I think, but the feeling it's always there. That love and feeling, and that thing that I had since the first date, I still feel it. And I especially think I may have, like, I'm not going predicting something that's going to happen in the future. I think I figured it. I think I found the right one. And I think I think what really pieced it together was on our first date. And when it is our date, it's our anniversary. When we were driving and we went to Olive Garden, and on the way there, she put on Bad Sons. I'm like, oh, great. You know what? The music I like. But she knew Ball. She knew the music. She's like, yeah, when you play one song once or whatever, and I listen to their stuff. And it's like, that not only shows that you care, but it shows that you have an interest in the things that I like. And I feel a little bit guilty in some of that regards, and like some of her favorite artists, like, she's kind of a little bit ashamed of it to some degree, because it's like BTS, or like, I'm trying to think of one. It's mainly BTS. Like, I have a running joke that I'm trying to kill Jimin, just because it's a funny joke. But no, I have to say, like, I haven't heard. I don't go out of my way to listen to BTS, but the members of BTS know how to put out fucking good music. Like Jimin, Jungkook, the rest. Like there's too many of them. But like they know how to put out good music, and I think I thought about today. It's like they do know how to put out good music, not only on their own as a group, but on their own. They're good. Like they're trained to do this. Like, yeah. Hell, fuck, they'd probably be a good Super Bowl halftime show. They could probably do a very good one. Like, a really good one. Would people accept it? But, like, they probably could. Honestly. That's the point. But, like, no, but like I think that first date, I'm like, I kind of knew it, and I know she's probably asleep right now, and good that she is. I'm not gonna wake her up, but and I don't. There's certain words I don't want to say. And she could probably piece it together. It's like, oh, but I could see us going do forever. I want to be pessimistic, but I also want to be like, I totally believe it. I could see us going all the way. I do. I really do. I feel like the one thing that is against us is like money. And currently money. The markets, which are absolutely fucked. This economy sucks. Like, it's good, but it's also like real ass. Let's be honest. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, take a drink. Then again, I know how my dad financed his wedding, so I'm not going to get into the details of that. But let's just say it wasn't through working. And it wasn't illegal. It's not through illegal means. But it wasn't through working. Getting luck, like it was through gambling. Probably. I'm not gonna. That's all I can say. I don't want to give any lore drops, and I hope my mom doesn't know this. Shh. Anyone, no one tell her. No one. Shh. A little bit came from that, but also a lot of it did come from him working and stuff like that too. Man, nah, this topic for another time. I don't have time. Damn. Oh well. Oh well, guess you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe in the after show. Nah. I could do with a no. Nah, no. Oh, I'll put a pin in it. Maybe for a different time. Maybe I'll remember it. Hopefully I remember it, because it's got some good fucking things I want to talk about too, because it's like good. It's fucking hilarious. It's one of those like, oh, I'm pretty sure, everyone with one goes through the exact same experiences. But yeah. But it's getting close to the end of the show. I might as well wrap it up now. So again, if you want to listen and watch this happen live, you go to twitch.tv/military. Not only can watch this happen live, watch it minimally edited, not, damn it, you get the shtick. Interact in the chat, change how it goes. What else? Watch the after show, which in the after show, I gotta tell you, I mean, I'm probably still gonna do the stuff that I need to do, but like, I'm gonna start playing Eugenics, and oh my god, I've been waiting all damn day to do this, and I'm starting it on stream too. Like, I'm gonna probably like Mugenics. So for a quick one, it's made by the same guy that made Binding of Isaac, Edmund McMillan, and I forget the other guy who helped worked on it. And there's a bunch of people that worked on the game, but it's the same guy that made The Binding of Isaac, which is one of my favorite games, and it's just like basically Mugenics is like kind of just the it's a roguelite. But it's like the combat is similar to like D&D sort of, or like an XCOM or Fire Emblem, whatever. But like the pathing of it is a bit more, the stages and stuff like that. I feel like kind of similar to maybe like Slay the Spire, but not really. A little less variation, but whatever. But very in the same vein as like a Binding of Isaac, and there's like a lot of Easter eggs and things and references like dripping from this one, and I just know it's going to be one of my favorite games, like another one of my favorite games, because the amount of love and care that went into this, holy shit. And like I know eventually there's going to be mods for it, and it's going to be fucking amazing. What else? What else about it? What do you say? Yeah, it came out on Tuesday, so I had to bear through hanging out. I had to bear through work. I had to bear through hanging out with my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. Gosh, we watched a good show. We watched some good episodes of JoJo together, which I'm another thing about my girlfriend. I fucking love it. She, like, with my ex, we only got like, I don't know how far in part 3 we got. I don't think we finished it. Wait, no, I think we may have gotten to part 4. Maybe. But I don't know if we actually did. Maybe we were in part 3. I don't remember. Anyways, but no, with my girlfriend, we got through. We're like currently, for those who know, for those who snow, in part 6, we just got out of the prison. We literally just got out of prison. I just like, and another aside, I really need to end the show, but also at the same time, whatever. Another aside, they use Jailhouse Rock to distract the guards, but how the fuck did they get out? Just like, it was no problem at all. And it was only Jolene and Hermes. And Jolene, Hermes, and Emporio. So did they get the rest of the gang and just head out and do the 3 thing and use May to get out? Like, how did they get out of the prison? Just didn't make any sense. But whatever. Besides the point. Yeah, like I'm glad that we're like getting close to it, and in like less than like, I don't know how many days left. It's like beginning of March sometime. I don't know. I can't remember. We're gonna be watching fucking Steel Ball Run, one of the best-selling manga stories of all time. I think the second best, and I think it's only under, I think, either Dragon Ball Z or One Piece, and that's the entirety of like Dragon Ball Z or One Piece. I can't remember. But like Steel Ball Run, it's gonna be so good. Like the whole reason that Netflix did I shouldn't talk about this. It should end the show. Sorry. My bad. Thank you to Grains for the use of your song Used to It off the album The Call. I know currently right now they're in Milwaukee. I know they are am or doing some shows there in Wisconsin. Yeah, I know they were working in the studio last week, a little before. I don't know exactly. So maybe new music this year. We'll see. I don't know. I have to get in touch with him and see what's going on. How's it hang out with him again? Maybe soon. But yeah. Yeah, and the song that we listened to at the beginning of stream before the show kicked off was by lead singer Darian, from his solo stuff. I think he might be doing some solo stuff too. I don't know. Maybe the recording was some solo stuff. I don't know. Technically solo stuff. But that, I think it was What Is This Feeling from Confessions from the Heart that he released in 2021. Oh man, that song is so good. Like, and if you listen to Darian Clark on Spotify, you can definitely tell that he's influenced by a certain Beatle. You can definitely tell. He takes a lot of influence from a certain Beatle. But yeah. Thank you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all that other stuff. But as I look at the time, it's not midnight here anymore. But it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, adios, sayonara. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. One important thing that I also got done this week. I'm sorry that I had to stop this. But on Saturday of last week, I finally achieved a 2,000-day streak on Duolingo. Incredible. But that was the final fucking day that I've had with that fucking app. Let's fucking go. I'm fucking done with that fuck ass bird. That fucking bird can rot in hell. I learned no languages on Duolingo. Like I dabbled a little bit into Italian. I dabbled a little bit into Japanese. I tried a little bit of what was it? Swahili. Even to Czech. All of it fucking sucks on there. I mean, to some degree, it was good, but then they said, why don't we just have AI do it? Fuck you, Duolingo. Also, your music program sucks. I have so many things against it. I don't have, I'm already behind. I should have ended this episode already. Huge middle finger to Duolingo. I hope your company burns. And other language companies that decide to go AI first, I hope you burn. I hope the bubble pops. I can't wait for that. The AI bubble popping. Oh man, that's going to be so freaking good. I can't wait till NVIDIA realizes, oh shit, we should be making the things that we've been making for so many years that got us the money that we've gotten. They'll learn. They'll see. It'll happen sooner rather than later. And it's going to be hilarious. Maybe the circle jerk of AI is not a good thing. Anyway, I digress. I should have ended the episode already. But adios to that stupid dumbass bird app. I should have done it a long time ago, but I'm glad I got it done now. Anyways, again, thank you guys for listening, doing what you do, and all that other stuff. But again, it's not midnight here anymore. So until it becomes midnight here, once again, I'll see you later. But until then, bye-bye.